Welcome back. So our first uh, topic is elementary education, like what is the primary education or the elementary education. So we discussed about the elementary education. The first is the definition, like elementary education is the first stage of formal education, like it covers the grade from 1 to first grade to fifth grade, or we can say first grade to sixth grade. So what is the importance? Like elementary education lay the foundation for future academic success and personal development. So it is a critical stage where children develop essential skills, knowledge, and values that shape their future academic success and personal growth. So elementary education is provided solid foundation for children to build upon, and its importance cannot be overstated. So this is the what the primary or the elementary education is. What are the objectives of the elementary education? The first objective is develop basic literacy and numeracy skills, like develop basic skills which are essential for their future academic success. The next is foster social, emotional, and physical development, which help the children to become a well-rounded individuals. And the next is encourage curiosity, creativity, and critical thinking, which are essential skills for problem solving and innovation. Through curiosity, they can easily ask the question. Through creativity, they create something new. And through critical thinking, they criticize and they do something better. The next is build a strong foundation for the future learning. Like it is good for the children for more advanced studies and the lifelong learning. What are the key subjects in elementary education? The first one is the language art, which include the reading skills, writing skills, speaking skills, and listening skills. So these are the language art. The next is mathematics, which cover the numbers, operations, geometry, and measurement. The next is a science, which include physical life and earth sciences, and the social studies, which encompasses the history, geography, and civics. And the last one is arts and physical education, which foster creativity and physical development. Now, what are the teaching method in elementary education? And this is the very important topic. Like, what are the teaching methods in the primary education? So the effective teaching method in elementary education include, the first is a child-centered approach, which focus on the child's need and interest, like how uh, in this the child is the main character. Like child-centered approach is where child has their much potential or that much ability that they can ask the question about, and they can do what they have interest about the things. The next is the project-based learning, where which encourages hands-on activities and experiment, which promote the experimental learning, or we can say the real world implications. The next one is technology integration, which enhance the learning and prepare children for the digital age. Like through technology, a student or a child can easily understand that how to use the gadget, how to solve the problem through gadgets, and what are the technology is, and uh, how to build something, like how to use the technology and how to develop something new through technology, and how to learn from the technology. The next is differentiated instructions. In this, which cater to diverse the learning needs and the styles. Now, through this, we can say that the a child has that much ability or that much time that the elementary education assists them. Like assessment in the elementary education is a crucial to measure the student progress and understanding. So through these teaching method, like a child-centered approach, project-based learning, hands-on activity, technology integration, and differentiated instruction, that all are we already discussed in the previous slide. So through assessment in elementary education, a teacher can easily measure the student progress and their understanding uh, about their learning. And assessment are different, like formative assessment, summative assessment, and standardized test. So like a formative assessment which are ongoing and are, we can say, informal, and the summative assessment which are periodic and formal. So on the standardized tests which are accountability measures. So these are the assessment which is good for the teaching method in elementary education. So, what are the best practices in elementary education? And we will discuss the challenges as well in the elementary education. So, what are the best practices? Like best practices in elementary education include the creating a positive learning environment, like which through positive learning environment, there is a student easily encouraged and they do something new, and they can easily learn, and they develop their interest through positive learning environment. The student learning ability is good or active. The next is building a strong student teacher relationship, where uh, which promote the trust and engagement. The next is encouraging a parental environment, which supports student learning and development. The next is providing opportunities for student choice and autonomy, which promotes self-directed learning. The next is fostering a growth mindset, which encourages resilience and perseverance. So, what are the challenges as well? We will discuss the challenges. And like in challenges, like the first one is the meeting a diverse student needs, which require teacher to be flexible and adaptable. The next is managing classroom behavior, which is essential for productive learning environment. Integrating a technology effectively, which require teacher to be proficient in using digital tools. The next is addressing achievement gap, like it requires targeted support and intervention, as well as supporting students with special need, which require teacher to be inclusive and accommodating. So all these are the best practices as well as the challenges that the teacher can face, and they can easily avoid, or they can easily face them and do something good for their students. So, elementary education is a critical stage of learning and development, and that lay the foundation for future academic success and personal growth. So, effective teaching practices, which already we discussed, and supportive learning environment, we already discussed, and a deep understanding of the objectives. So, objective we already discussed in the previous slides, and subject the challenges of elementary education are essential for the student success. All these that we already discussed in the previous slide are important points in the teacher education. In the elementary education. So, by understanding these facts, their educator can better support their student to promote the academic achievements.